Welcome students in online class for the subject physics for 12th standard. Today we have learned chapter number 7, wave optics. In this wave optics we have seen examples on refraction of light. The first example can be seen. Before seeing the example, we can use Snell's law. Using Snell's law, refractive index that can be represented as mu of denser medium with respect to air medium is equal to ratio of sine angle of incidence to the sine angle of refraction, is also equal to velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in denser, is also equal to wavelength of light in air divided by wavelength of light in denser. So first example can be seen, that is, calculate absolute refractive index of glass if velocity of light in glass is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second and velocity of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So first we have seen the given data. In this numerical we have seen the two velocities. Velocity of light in air, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Velocity of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And we want to find absolute refractive index mu for glass with respect to air. So here we can use formula using Snell's law. Mu for glass or refractive index of glass with respect to air, that is equal to velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in glass. So we can put the values 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 2 into 10 raised to 8. So what happened? 10 raised to 8 get cancelled. So here if we can divide 2 to the 3, then answer will be 1.5. So refractive index for glass with respect to air is equal to 1.5, or it is the absolute refractive index of glass. The next example will be seen, that is, calculate velocity of light in water. If absolute refractive index of water with respect to air is 4 upon 3 and velocity of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So here we can see the data. In this data we have seen to find velocity of light in water. So here velocity of light in water, it will be question mark. If absolute refractive index of water with respect to air, means mu of water with respect to air is given by 4 upon 3 and velocity of light in air, that is V air, is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Here we can also use the Snell's law. Snell's law will be refractive index for water with respect to air is equal to velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in water. We want to find velocity of light in water, so rearrange the term. Therefore velocity of light in water is equal to velocity of light in air divided by refractive index of water with respect to air. So what happened? So here we can substitute 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by, here mu will be given as 4 upon 3. That will be written as 3 into 10 raised to 8 multiplied by 3 upon 4. So here if we can multiply 3 into 3, it will be 9 upon 4, and that is 2.25 into 10 to the power 8. So velocity of light in water, here velocity of light in water, it will be 2.25 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the another example. See here, if we can see the third example, that will be if refractive indices of glass and water with respect to air are 3 upon 2 and 4 upon 3 respectively. Find refractive index of glass with respect to water, and also find refractive index of water with respect to glass. So here if we can see a data, we have given refractive index for glass with respect to air, that is 3 upon 2. Another will be refractive index of water with respect to air will be 4 upon 3. We can find refractive index of glass with respect to water, and another will be refractive index of water with respect to glass. So first, using Snell's law, we can use refractive index of glass with respect to air, that is velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in glass. So here using rearrangement of the term, that will be velocity of light in glass is equal to velocity of light in air upon refractive index of glass with respect to air. Suppose this is equation number 1. Another, refractive index of water is equal to velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in water. So therefore we can find out velocity of light in water is equal to velocity of light in air upon refractive index of water with respect to air. See here, air. So this is equation number 2. Using these two equations, we can find out first refractive index of glass with respect to water. Therefore refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to velocity of light in water divided by velocity of light in glass, which is also equal to velocity of light in water using equation 2, that will be velocity of light in air divided by mu of water with respect to air, also divided by equation first. We can see velocity of light in glass, that is velocity of light in water upon mu for glass with respect to air. So if we can rearrange the term, that will be given as, see here, refractive index for glass with respect to water is equal to velocity of light in air upon refractive index of water with respect to air multiplied by refractive index of glass with respect to air upon velocity of light in air. What happen? Velocity of light in air get cancel. So here by substituting the values 3 upon 2 divided by 4 upon 3, which is 3 upon 2 multiplied by 3 upon 4. So refractive index for glass with respect to water, it is given as 9 upon 8. That will be 1 point. So here 1.125. So refractive index for glass with respect to water will be 1.125. Another question will be seen, refractive index of water with respect to glass. It will be velocity of light in glass divided by velocity of light in water, which is equal to velocity of light in air divided by mu for glass with respect to air divided by velocity of light in water, velocity of light in air divided by mu of water with respect to air. So we can write as velocity of light in air upon mu for glass with respect to air multiplied by mu for water with respect to air divided by velocity of light in air. So velocity of light in air get cancelled. So it will be mu for water, it is 4 upon 3 divided by mu for glass, it will be 3 upon 2. So we can written as 4 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3, that will be 8 upon 9. So here we can divide 9 to 8, it becomes 0.8999. So answer will be refractive index for water with respect to glass, it will be 0.8999. So here if we can see the another example. So the first assignment for your self study is given. This first assignment gives 3 numericals. If we can practice more, then you are understand very well. So another numerical will be seen, numerical number 4. It will be Ri of water for red color and violet color are 1.325 and 1.334 respectively. Find velocity of light in water for red color. Number 2, velocity of light in water for violet color. And number 3, velocity of light in, find the difference between velocity of light in water and water for 2 colors, red color and violet color. So such type of equation, if we can write data, here data is given as refractive index for water for red color with respect to air, that will be given as 1.325. Refractive index for water for violet color with respect to air, is given as 1.334. We want to find velocity of light in water for red color, and also find velocity of light in water for violet color. And we want to difference velocity of light in water for red color minus velocity of light in water for violet color. Question mark. So we can solve the three questions. So first of all, we know using Snell's law for red color. Refractive index of water with respect to air, that is velocity of light in air for red color, velocity of light in water for red color, and therefore rearranging velocity of light in water is equal to velocity of light in air upon mu for water with respect to air for red color. So here we can see that velocity of light in air, that is given as 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. If we can substitute the value of velocity of light in air, so here 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 1.325, that is velocity of light in water for red color. By solving this example, so here by using logarithm, we can use the characteristics. For 3, it will be seen as 0.4771, means 30 in 0 we can see 0.4771, and here 13 into 5 is mean difference, it will be 1222. So here by subtracting 2 from 11, 9 is remaining, from 7 4 is remaining, from 7 5 is remaining, from 4 3 is remaining, and if we can take antilog of 0.35 in 4 in 9, so it will be 2.264 into 10 to the power 8, that is velocity of light in water for red color. So here another color will be violet color. If we can see for violet color, using Snell's law, mu for water with respect to air is equal to velocity of light in air upon velocity of light in water. Rearranging the term, therefore velocity of light in water for violet color is equal to velocity of light in air upon mu for water with respect to air. That will be 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.334. Again by using the logarithm 0.0. So here for 30 it will be 4771, and for 13 3 and 4 is mean difference, so it will be 0.1252. So by subtracting 2 from 11, 9 is remaining, from 7 1 is remaining, from 2 5 is remaining, and from 4 3 is remaining. So if we take antilog of 0.35 in 1, 9 is in mean difference. So here velocity of light in water for violet color, it will be 2.249 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So here two velocities are given. One velocity will be red color, another velocity will be violet color. So we can subtract velocity of light in water for red color minus for violet color. It will be 2.264 into 10 raised to 8 minus 2.249 into 10 raised to 8. So what happened? 10 raised to 8 get common, 2.264 minus 2.249 bracket close into 10 raised to power 8. So here from 14 9 is remaining, 9 is subtracted, so 5 is remaining. From 6 5 is subtracted, 1 is remaining. From 2 2 is subtracted, 0 is remaining. From 2 2 is subtracted, 0 is remaining, into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. If we can shift this decimal by 2 digit, so here 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So their difference in red color and violet color for velocity of light in water, it will be 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This will be the answer for the third question. So similarly, we can find out the question number 5, and in this question number 5 we can take the velocity of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and in glass is 1.8 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and in water is 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Calculate Ri of number 1 glass with respect to air, number 2 water with respect to air, and number 3 glass with respect to water. So first we have seen such type of question given data. It will be written as velocity of light in vacuum, that is velocity of light in air, it will be 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Another will be velocity of light in glass, it will be 1.8 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And velocity of light in water, it will be 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So we can find out the refractive index of glass with respect to air, question mark. Another will be refractive index of water with respect to air, question mark. And third will be refractive index for glass with respect to water, question mark. Using the Snell's law, we can use formula refractive index for glass with respect to air. It will be velocity of light in air upon velocity of light in glass. If we can substitute the values, you get 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.8 into 10 raised to 8. What happened? 10 raised to 8 get cancel. So we can written as 30 upon 18. So here 15 upon 9. So we can take an as 15 upon 9. So 9 1 the 9, 6 is remaining, becomes 60.9 6 the 54. 6 is remaining, becomes 60. 9 6 the 54. 6 is remaining, 60 becomes 60. And here we can write as 1.67. That will be refractive index of glass with respect to air. But another formula we can use, that formula will be refractive index of water with respect to air, that is equal to velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in water. It is 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by velocity of light in water, it will be 2.25 into 10 raised to 8. 10 raised to 8, 10 raised to 8 get cancel. It will be 3 upon 2.25. So here if we can use the log of 3, that will be 0 point, and 2.25, that also will be 0 point. So 0 point, it becomes 4771. But for 22 in 5, so 22 in 5, it becomes 3522. If we can subtract, so here 9 is remaining, 4 is remaining, 2 is remaining, 1 is remaining. So if we can take anti-log, so here refractive index of water with respect to air is given as 0.12 in 0.12 in 4, that will be 1.330, and in 9 3 will be mean difference, so 1.333. it will be refractive index for water with respect to air. And the third question will be seen, we can find out refractive index of glass with respect to water. So here velocity of light in water divided by velocity of light in glass. So if we can substitute velocity of light in water, that will be 2.25 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 1.8 into 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 get cancelled. So here 2.25 divided by 1.8. By using the logarithm, we can see the characteristics 0 point. So for 22 in 5, it is 3522. For 18, and log will be 2041. If we can subtract 1 from 2, 1 is remaining. From 12, 4 is subtracted, 8 is remaining. From 5, 1 is subtracted, 4 is remaining. From 3, 2 is subtracted, 1 is remaining. And so that antilog, the antilog of 0.14 in 8, 0.14 in 8, it will be 1406, and in 1, 0 will be mean difference, so it is 1.406. Therefore refractive index of glass with respect to water, it will be 1.406. And so for your self study, and again we can see the assignment number 2. 4 examples are given. If we take more practice, it will be helpful for you.